Welcome back, fellow travelers, to the Big Quest Ion Podcast. This is episode 4 in our magical parallel universe Egypt series, The Curse of the Black Pyramid. Being that this is episode 4, if you haven't listened to the first 3 episodes, you should go back and listen to the first 3 episodes if you're going to listen to this one, because, I mean, they probably all don't make a lot of sense, but this one especially won't make sense if you haven't listened to the previous 3.
I think the main challenge of listening to this podcast is going to be if you're able to make sense of what doesn't make sense, and none of it makes sense. So is there any sense?
I don't know. We're getting rid of cents in America, so we'll have only nickels after this.
Nonsense!
If you are joining us after the first 3 episodes, then you're well aware that this show is written in part by AI, but not completely. That would suck a lot and wouldn't be worth listening to. So in our case, we use it mostly as a random plot generator. This show is partly about exploring the limits of AI storytelling, but mostly about 2 lads having a laugh. We do all the voices, create the main characters, dunk on the bad dialogue. You get the idea. But we make it easy for you to know what's going on. So, when you hear the sound design, that's how you know the script was written by AI. And when it cuts out, that's how you know it's just the dusty, old, you've got mail, dial-up human intelligence. As always, while we bleep the f***s, the sh**s, and the mature themes do abound on the BQI pod, so listener discretion is advised. All right, let's get on with it. So there's actually a decent amount of housekeeping that I feel like we could start to pepper into some of these storylines that the AI has given us and we've kind of just ignored up until this point. And I'll read these out. In episode 1, there are a couple of things that we learned that we could always go back to. Number 1, the Black Cat borrowed something from the evil priest's temple. So he has an object on his person.
Wow, you've done great. This is great research, because that's very useful for even me to know. The Black Cat, even I'm a little like, sorry, what is your point?
So far, we've kind of just been swept along in the winds of imagination, but I feel like we could kind of go back and see how some of these planted seeds grow. So the Black Cat did borrow something from those chanting priests, quote unquote, borrow still. So there may be an object literally on the Black Cat that could do who knows what. Like, it could be magic. Like, maybe it, I mean, we just got decimated in the desert by those skeletons. So, yeah. So I think that there's, some opportunity for a win here after such a staggering defeat. Okay, so then the next thing, the Black Cat is from an ancient race lost beneath the sands. So
Underground Cat City.
Underground Cat City.
That's what I'm talking about.
And as part of it, the
Philancia. What's the underwater one?
At Philantis.
Philantis.
Oh, bro, Catlantis. It's right there.
It's right there. Let's not mess around with Catlantis.
Lost city of Catlantis. Okay, yeah. So that's canon.
Guess we're going to Catlantis, everybody.
We're going to Catlantic City.
That is so weak.
Are you tired of the same old holiday destinations? Bored of beaches, mountains, and reasonably priced hotels? Then it's time you discovered Catlantis. Once you arrive, you'll never want to leave. Perhaps it's purgatory.
Part of that extra little bit is my master's secrets were buried alive.
Who's his master?
Yeah, so the cat's master was buried alive with some sort of secrets and stuff. So that's what all the cat's backstory is that we've kind of left by the wayside. Archibald, in that first episode, Archibald has these maps that detail a temple underneath the Great Pyramid of Khufu. So that's another opportunity, I think, to potentially go do that. Though we did kind of just sort of bail on underground tunnel. I'm not really ready to go into dungeons again just yet.
No, but I feel like we can, Archibald lacks information but has clues. There's no reason why we also can't cross those 2 things over where he's looking for an underground thing. Maybe that underground city is Catlantis. Yeah. And, it happens to be under a hidden pyramid.
There's something...
The hidden pyramid of Khufu.
Yeah, and there is something funny to the idea of, hedgehogs, I think, live underground. And so the idea of,
snuffling. Let's go with snuffling.
Yeah, if fucking Puds gets to Catlantis and he's just like, you know what? I could just
I could just set up shop right here and take over.
And then also we need to deal with General Hakao. We need to deal with Tarut, the High Priest of Setekh. We need to kill or deal with Setekh at some point.
Yeah, we have been on a kind of and then journey. We do need to kind of start rounding it off.
Yeah, so those are the things that I feel like are out there in the wilderness for us to potentially start to circle back towards.
I think we kind of at this point do want to give it a little steer just so we're not constantly going in one direction.
I agree, because I feel like unintentionally it did a good job in episode 1 of doing a really like strong setup for a core like longer story where like, you know, you get kidnapped by this cult, but then you escape and then you go on your hero's journey ultimately to come back and defeat that same evil in that same place, but you're better prepared this time. Whereas I think the AI was kind of going for something more like, here's the adventure. You're at a bar. There's a cat. You get kidnapped and then destroy the god.
Maybe you should do the recap this time.
When we last left our intrepid travelers, they were absolutely shipwrecked by these skeletons.
I quite like that voice you just did.
Oh, I've got your British narrator voice down. Last week on the Big Quest Ion.
No, that was not the voice.
After Zahira's brutal death, the survivors fled into the desert only to lose Core in a horrific battle when their Sandship was overrun by skeletal warriors. A desperate gamble with Razar cost Core his memories.
Oh, and if we haven't lost you by now, congratulations, you've made it. You've endured the intro.
At the end of last episode, we finished with 3 choices. We either could search for a settlement, we could follow Naida the Star Watcher's notes to find the Heart of Setekh, or we could hunt the skeletal warriors into the desert seeking revenge.
This is sort of where we were before the random encounter with a sand-ship. Like, they're still in the desert trying to look for a settlement.
Why are there no other sand ships?
We got on a floating sand ship and didn't go on the adventure we were hoping for. It just kept us in location and then had a load of people murdered.
Maybe we could call an audible here. Maybe we say like option D, one of the other sand ships picks us up and takes us to a brand new exotic location.
Yeah, like fuck Setekh, fuck the pyramids, all of that for nothing. Let's just go on holiday. I'm kind of down. I mean, we could always say that due to his prowess in battle and the way that he fought, Puds has now been, in Bakir's absence, has now been named the captain.
Big quest Ion. Our quest starts now.
Episode 4, The Obsidian Scarab. The survivors of the Sandship Massacre limp across the dunes, their bodies broken, their souls hollowed by loss. The stars above provide no guidance, the sands whisper only death. Puds, covered in bone dust and dried blood, walks at the front, dragging Archibald, who is still half conscious. The black cat pads silently beside him, wounded but watchful. Lazar, bleeding but alive, staggers with a broken grin. But Core is gone.
Not Core! No!
His body was left behind in the wreckage. His past had already been stolen from him. Now the desert has taken everything else. No one speaks of him. Jesus, that's
What?
even harsher.
Nobody even speaks of me?
I just literally so casually just ended Core.
That's, I think that's a little bullshit.
I still hold by Puds' initial desire that he dies a most gruesome death, and that most certainly was not a satisfying death for Core.
Hang on. It doesn't say Core is dead. It said Core is gone.
His body was left behind in the wreckage. Now the desert has taken everything else. Sort of. I mean, it's pretty clear.
I'm calling it open-ended.
I agree. It feels like there is still a sliver of hope there. There's a slither.
I think there's more than a sliver in my heart. I think Core's going to make a climactic return.
Look for my coming at first light on the 5th day. At dawn, look to the east.
The shrill scream of Kor will sound in the deep one last time.
Is this the last we have heard of Kor?
You decide.
The sands shift, then in the distance, a moving shadow. A second sand ship.
Look, another ship.
Yeah, damn right. The universe knows who the real star of the show is.
The second sand ship is larger than the first, a massive warship-like vessel with black sails and golden etchings on its hull. The crew wears thick armor, their weapons curved and deadly. At the helm stands Captain Zam, a woman clad in flowing silk and steel, her eyes like burning embers against the desert night. Her crew hauls the survivors aboard. Lazar collapses against a barrel, chuckling to himself.
Well. You're not the first broken souls the desert has given me. Where's Bakir?
Gone. So's the ship. So's my last nerve.
Zam's jaw tightens. She bows her head for a moment. Then Pud steps forward.
Well, looks like you need a new captain. Good thing I'm available.
Oh no. Hang on. Wait, what?
Listen up, crew! I was the only one who actually won my fight back there. Not to be dramatic, but I single-handedly outperformed everybody. So I think we can all agree that the best option for our survival is for me to take command.
A long, stunned silence. Then, laughter. Zam throws her head back, roaring. The crew joins her, shaking their heads.
You think you're fit to command my ship?
Yep, absolutely. I already got the captain walked down. Look.
He starts strutting dramatically.
Doopy-doo-doo-doo, doopy-doo-doo, doopy-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, and if I refuse?
Then I challenge you for it. 1-on-1. Winner takes the ship.
The crew erupts in whispers.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Is he really serious? I don't know. Who's this guy? Maybe should we go with him? Like, he seems pretty ballsy, but I don't know. Zamira, like, she feeds us and stuff, so I'm not like,
funny little
fucker.
Yeah, he's got funny spikes, isn't he? What does he think he is?
He smells a bit funny, doesn't he? He's a weird looking dude.
I'm kind of feeling like we take a flyer on this guy.
You know, I'm actually starting to think about this. You know, this might be. I think we might abandon everything we've known before and just go with this little. I don't know. Maybe we'll see how it plays out.
She's got such lovely legs.
Oh, gods, he's serious, isn't he?
Of course he is.
He's unhinged.
Zam studies Puds, his wild eyes, his insane confidence, his sheer refusal to be normal. Then she smirks.
Fine. We fight at dawn.
The crew cheers. The challenge is set.
This is a win-win for all of us.
Dawn. The sunrise bleeds across the dunes, turning the sands crimson. The crew forms a wide circle as Puds and Zamira face each other. Zamira draws her twin scimitars, spinning them effortlessly. Puds?
I don't need a weapon.
Oh, well, this will be quick then.
The fight begins. Puds explodes into movement, his engorged form bulging with power. He dodges her first strike, counters with a brutal punch to her ribs. She stumbles just for a second, but she is fast. She whirls, slashes, and Puds barely avoids decapitation. The crowd roars. Back and forth they go. Puds, pure brute strength and instinct. Zamira, precise and deadly. Then Zamira feints left. Puds takes the bait. Her blade slices across his side.
Oh, fucking hell, okay, ow!
First blood. I win.
Puds blinks. Then, suddenly, he just starts laughing.
No. That is not how we do things in my head.
He tackles her full force. She crashes onto the deck, winded. Puds pins her down.
Now I win.
Silence. Then Zamira starts laughing too.
You're insane.
Yeah, Captain Insane.
A pause, then...
I can't believe this. All right.
This is mental.
As the script says,
Fine. You can have me damn ship.
The crew explodes in cheers. Puds stands victorious. What the is going on?
Oh, gods. We're all going to die.
Definitely.
Puds is now the captain of the Sandship. It just seems so mental.
That's so insane.
AI doesn't really understand the dynamic of like human will for power and winning and competitiveness.
Oh, fine. Why not? Just take over my Sandship, you know? Like, I mean, I won.
Then you cheated and you tackled me to the ground and you laughed, so you can have my ship.
Honestly, it's kind of a drag being the captain of a ship and everything. Like, you gotta keep everyone alive all the time. I'm fine with it.
You're doing me a favour.
You know, men really they don't get these kinds of opportunities very often.
It's almost whatever.
Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Oh, we're going on an adventure with Captain Puds. He don't know where we're going, we don't know either.
The new Sandship sails across the dunes, heading towards a new destination. Zam, now first mate, leans against the railing, watching their new captain.
So, you do realise that we were headed somewhere already, yes?
Oh yeah, and where's that?
The Sapphire Tombs.
The crew goes silent. Even Lazar, still wounded but alive, frowns.
So he's just fucking hanging out with like a spear in his back. Like, nobody.
He's the jackal, man. He's the jackal.
And yet Kor, they left him behind in the smoldering wreckage. Oh, God. All right, Archibald. What exactly are the Sapphire Tombs?
A sunken city beneath the desert. A graveyard of kings and monsters. It's said to contain the heart of Setekh.
Oh my goodness. The true source of his power.
A cold wind howls. The dunes stretch endlessly before them.
A haunted tomb with cursed treasure? Finally, a place that actually sounds fun.
Hang on a minute. He was the one that said no.
Yeah.
When they went
Yeah,
there.
he's the one definitely starting to unravel a little bit.
The Sandship sails forward, vanishing over the dunes.
Choices. Option A, the curse unleashed. As they approach the Sapphire Tombs, a terrible curse is triggered by their presence. Undead guardians rise from the sands, relentless and unkillable, forcing the crew to split up within the tombs. Amidst the chaos, they discover a living prisoner who claims to know how to destroy the heart of Setekh. Option 2, or B, the betrayal within. Aboard the Sandship, Zamira reveals she made a secret deal with Setekh's cult to save her crew, betraying Puds and the others. They are ambushed, forcing Puds to confront Zamira's treachery while defending the ship. During the battle, a powerful cult sorcerer boards the ship and offers Puds a dark choice: turn over the heart of Setekh and survive, or die. Option C, the Ancient Alliance. Deep in the Sapphire Tombs, they uncover an ancient race of stone-skinned warriors who once served the Forgotten Pharaohs. These guardians offer an alliance, but only if Puds passes a series of brutal trials to prove his worth. Meanwhile, Lazar uncovers a secret chamber containing half of the heart of Setekh, setting off a chain of events that could awaken the Dark God. Choose wisely!
The BQI will return after this short advertisement interlude. Thank you.
Pie and peas, I'm on my knees for pie and peas.
Do you wake up in the morning with an immediate craving for pastry? Do you ever find yourself staring out the window thinking, what's missing from my life? Well, it's pie and peas, hot, hearty and wrapped in more comfort than your nan's hug. Don't waste another minute trying to make salad exciting. Come down to Peter's Pies and Peas, where every meal ends in a gravy coma and no one judges you for licking your plate. Pies and Peas, 'cause life's too short to eat sad food.
For pie and peas.
Welcome back to the Big Quest Ion. We've got 3 choices at our mercy here. We could either explore a dusty tomb, we could see what happens if Captain Zam betrays us, or we could have the 12 labors of Puds. I'm gravitating towards option B, but I don't know if you can consider it betrayal if you just took over somebody else's ship and then they do something to get it back from you.
But then maybe that's why she was so willing to let it happen in the first place. It's like, you guys are about to be f***ed regardless. So
that's not a bad point. Yeah,
it's got to be B or C for me. We've had lots of things rising from the sands, and it feels like A is a bit too sort of it's going to wang straight into it. Although I am interested in a living prisoner, but I feel like...
I don't know. I mean, I guess I could be into another tomb because we didn't do a tomb last time. We just did like more of like an above ground battle, and we actively skipped a tomb last time. So I could see us going into a tomb, but I just feel like, I don't know, like the tombs, it's just, we know what's in a tomb. Like there's got to be other desert tropes that would be fun to explore. Like I always think back to the end of episode 1, that cursed oasis sounded so cool.
Well, why don't we could go for B, but add an element of the cursed oasis. The moon hangs over the dunes, casting a cold light across the Sandship's deck. Puds, now captain, stands at the helm, eyes narrowed against the darkness. Archibald, Lazar, Black Cat and Zamira gather around the map, planning their next move toward the Sapphire Tombs.
And I want to just interject real quick. Lazar still has a spear sticking out of his back that has not been resolved. So
I would never let that get the best of me. I am the laughing jackal. Everything is funny.
just for the viewers at home, please do not forget that while Kor, for whatever reason, is dead in the battle,
or is he?
Lazar is impaled with a spear. When you imagine him, that is how he is.
We don't know about his physiological makeup. We don't know what kind of line of very tough spear-skinned...
Maybe he's just been dead the whole time. Maybe he's dead. Like Bruce Willis.
He could
or something.
Be.
So
yeah, we don't know.
He's a zombie.
The wind is too quiet. The sands too still. Then, a sudden explosion. The deck shudders as a fireball erupts near the bow, throwing crew members into the air. Smoke fills the night. Screams echo. The ambush begins. Out of the darkness, black-robed cultists swarm aboard, blades gleaming. Their eyes glow with a sickly green light. God, AI loves glowing eyes, doesn't it?
I mean, I still think that might be part of this world.
Yes, exactly. It's very specific.
I recall a moment that we had in episode 2. We have to acknowledge, like, AI, all of these large language models have scraped every known work of science fiction, and Dune is one of the most well-known, probably the most translated versions of a desert science fiction novel that has glowing eyes, and so the odds of it just being ripped from Dune is very plausible.
Out of the darkness, black-robed cultists swarm aboard, blades gleaming. Their eyes glow with a sickly green light, and the symbol of Setekh is carved into their foreheads.
To arms! Defend the ship!
The crew clashes with cultists, blades ringing, blood spraying. Puds lunges into the fray, quills bristling. He slams one cultist to the deck, claws another across the chest, but they just keep coming.
We're surrounded. They're everywhere.
A dark figure steps through the smoke, a towering sorcerer in black armor, eyes burning like green embers. Sorcerer Rashan.
Your journey ends here, rodents. Surrender, and I may yet leave your corpses intact.
Rashan raises a staff. The air crackles with black lightning. He releases a howling wave of dark energy that rips across the deck. Puds and the others are thrown backward. Through the chaos, Puds sees it. Zamira standing beside Rashan, eyes cold and unrepentant.
You!
I warned Bakir not to sail for the Sapphire Tombs, but he didn't listen. I have a crew to protect. You're nothing more than a means to an end.
which is why I instructed these guys to blow up the bow of my ship. Flawlessly executed betrayal.
The perfect bluff. She steps aside and the cultists surge forward. Pud's eyes flash with fury.
Oh, you backstabbing silk rat hellspawn!
Lazar is cut down, blood spilling across the deck. That doesn't mean anything. Lazar can take this. Lazar is perfectly capable. Black Cat is pinned, claws scraping, struggling to break free. Archibald is blasted with dark energy, slamming into the mast, vision going dark. Puds fights furiously, but the cultists overwhelm him, blades biting into his fur. The ship is lost. The crew is slaughtered or scattered.
So wait, is Lazard like dead?
I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. Rashan looms over Puds, smirking, dark energy crackling at his fingertips.
I offer you a choice, little monster. The heart of Setekh is not yet yours, but there are other paths.
He gestures, and a black crystal pulsing with a sickly green light floats into the air. It glows with dark power, whispering secrets and promises of strength beyond measure.
Take it. Become Setekh's champion, his right hand. All the rage in your heart unleashed upon this world. No more weakness, no more loss. Or refuse and watch your friends burn.
The crystal pulses, shadows reaching. It wants him. It calls to the darkest parts of him, the parts that relish the blood, the violence, the rage.
Ooh, this is actually a perfect little problem for Puds.
The little burning flicker of power.
I'm a little bit disappointed that Rashan didn't do a callback and be like, Puds, I give you the deed to an underground hedgehog kingdom.
I know your heart. I know your true desire. You want a hedgehog kingdom. Why not have one beneath the sands? Join us. Join Setekh.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like that.
Yeah, cut that in. Why not? Puds' claws tremble, eyes flickering.
You think I'd trust anything from a rotting corpse-breath scarecrow like you? I'll take my chances.
He spits at Rashan's feet.
So be it. Burn.
He releases a wave of dark energy. The ship erupts in black fire. The deck splinters. The mast cracks. The survivors leap into the sand as the flames consume everything.
And Zamira co-signs
I was
all
about
of
to
this.
say, well done, Zamira. You clearly didn't care that much about your ship.
Yeah, deal with the devil.
Puds, Archibald, Black Cat, and the wounded Lazar.
I'm still alive, but I'm very badly burned.
Lazar is one tough mother.
Water off a canard's back, if you know what I mean.
Water off a camel's scrotum. Puds, Archibald, Black Cat, and the wounded Lazar stagger through the dunes, clothes singed, wounds bleeding. The sand is cold and empty, the sky a vast black abyss. Behind them, the sandship burns, an inferno on the horizon.
Where do we go now?
Anywhere that isn't here.
They stumble upon an oasis. Just stumble. They're just stumbling through the desert, and they happen to stumble upon an oasis, shimmering in the moonlight. Tall palms, crystal clear water, an altar of black stone half buried in the sand. The air is thick and humid. Lazar collapses by the water, drinking desperately. Oh, look, we are not dead yet. The water begins to darken. The palms wither. Shadows shift between the trees.
No, thank you.
A sudden bone-chilling wind howls through the oasis. Whispers fill the air. Words in a language that hasn't been spoken for 1,000 years.
We need to leave now.
Just got here, but yeah.
Yeah, literally just couldn't have a moment. A figure emerges from the darkness, translucent and ancient, eyes hollow and glowing blue. Its robes are tattered, its face a skull. The guardian spirit.
Turn back, fools!
No, we are not having a Yoda god. We are going to get sued.
Turn back, fools. The cult of Setekh has awakened the first pharaoh, a power that even the gods feared. Leave this place or join the damned.
The oasis rumbles, water turns black and foul, shadows reach for them.
Oh, we are so dead.
You think I'm scared of a talking corpse in a dress? Bring it on.
Choices! Option A, confront the spirit. Demand to know who the first pharaoh is and how to stop Setekh's resurrection. Risk anger and curses. Option B, escape into the desert. The oasis is trapped. Escape is the only way. Risk being hunted through the dunes. Option C, use the altar's power. The black stone alters reality, but using it might draw Setekh's gaze. Choose wisely.
I'm going to have a quick wee.
We're going to go have a quick wee and, do a commercial or whatever.
Power isn't loud. Power doesn't stomp. Power doesn't clump. Power snuffles.
Snuffle, snuffle sticks, snuffle, snuffle sticks, snuffle, snuffle sticks, snuffle, snuffle sticks.
I've snuck into palaces. I've slipped out of prisons. I've borrowed snacks from every known government facility. And I wouldn't go anywhere without my snuffle sneaks. You wanna stomp? Buy boots. You wanna run? Buy fucking trainers. You wanna sneak? Well,
Snuffle, snuffle sticks, snuffle, snuffle sticks, snuffle, snuffle sticks, snuffle, snuffle sticks.
built for power, forged from fluff.
The big quest I on, the big quest I on, the big quest I on, the big quest I on.
Alrighty, hello and welcome back to the Big Quest Ion. Just a moment ago, this watery hag has decided to give us three options here. The first is confront the spirit and demand to know who the first pharaoh is, etc. Risk anger and curses. Option B, escape into the desert. Or option C, use the altar's power. I don't know. I don't love any of these. I mean, I guess maybe it's time to reveal the object that the cat stole.
I think so. I think it's about time the cat actually justified its existence.
It's Tarut's diary. You know, it's like nothing.
Today, I had a great killed some more cultist followers for looking at me funny, burned a couple of villages, and had a wonderful steak.
I'm sorry, that really got me.
I also think that we can't just immediately off from the Oasis. We spent this long trying to get back there, and then we're just
No, I was hoping that there was like a whole mystery to be revealed, like it said. Instead, It's just like, hello, I'm evil.
I think C. Right?
See, the stone alters reality, but using it might draw Setekh's gaze. But what if that brings the guy back? Like I feel like, I don't know. Like I think we should do A, but like give A some more firepower.
Also,
like,
the Blackstone. Yeah, it's also using the altar. It's sort of like, it's almost a bit too convenient for the cat to be like, I got this. And it's like, yeah, but why? And who are you again? We do need to have a fireside chat with the cat, because I'm like, who are you? Why are you? Like, what? Sorry, what? So yeah, no, I agree. I think we should go with A.
I want to add some random chance into this too, because I have a few ideas for how to defeat this like water ghoul here.
Do we actually know the ghoul is for sure a baddie? Is it?
Maybe not.
You know what I mean? It's the guardian spirit. Maybe it was the guardian spirit of the oasis, but the oasis has been infected by this cult.
I mean, we've never done this before. We could literally just ask, is the guardian spirit evil?
Yeah.
Do we want to do that?
Yes. Let's do it. Why not? The guardian spirit hovers above the darkened waters, its hollow eyes flickering with an eerie blue light. The wind howls through the dead palms, carrying whispers and warnings. The black cat narrows its eyes, fur bristling, watching the spirit closely.
Its aura is fractured, neither light nor dark. Its intentions are unclear.
Nice one. Okay.
Oh, great. A bipolar ghost. Just what we needed.
Maybe it's one of those spirits that tests you before helping. Like answer a riddle or die horribly type of situation.
I prefer riddles to dying horribly personally.
Everyone turns and looks at Lazar.
In disbelief that he's still alive. The spirit's eyes flicker brighter.
I am bound by the oaths of those who buried me. I serve no master but memory. My will is my own.
Its gaze pierces through them, unreadable and ancient.
But tread carefully, mortals. Not all who seek to slay gods are heroes.
A cold wind sweeps through the oasis, carrying the scent of decay.
So that's a maybe.
The result! Ambiguous intentions. The guardian spirit's allegiance is neither wholly good nor evil. Its actions depend on how our heroes respond and what they seek. It may help or hinder them based on their choices. Knowing this, what do you choose? Option A, confront the spirit. Option B, escape into the desert. Option C, use the altar's power.
Choose wisely.
So we got a definite maybe.
I'm happy with. I'm glad for it.
I'm happy with it.
I was concerned it was just another baddie. I quite like the idea. For me, I did like the idea more that there was something else that was going on at this oasis than just being like you have stumbled across another ancient baddie. Perhaps Archibald and the Black Cat should have shared some information about what they both knew. Dunno. But we could have it be sort of what information does Archibald have? What information does what does the Black Cat have that would be relevant to what the spirit is also telling them?
Okay, so like what if we say we choose option A, however, in the course of this dialogue, information about what the object the Black Cat stole from the Cult of Setekh is revealed.
The dead palms creak and groan in the wind, their leaves blackened and curling. The water in the oasis bubbles thickly, now an unnatural shade of black. Puds, Archibald, Lazar, and the Black Cat stand before the guardian spirit. Its hollow blue eyes flickering like dying stars. The air is heavy with whispers and the stench of rotting flowers.
All right, Casper. Enough with the mystic bullcrap. You want to haunt us? Spit it out.
Just gonna point out that Puds knows contemporary 90s pop culture about ghosts.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Casper the what now?
All right, you big spectred bellend. Enough with the mystic bullcrap. You want to haunt us? Spill it out.
The spirit's eyes narrow.
You dare command me, beast of flesh and fur? Your life is but a flicker in the sands of time.
Yeah, well, I ain't got time for poetry night. Tell us who you are and why this place smells like a dead god's armpit, or I'm gonna knock you out.
The spirit floats closer, the temperature plummeting around them.
I am the last of those who stood against Setekh in the age of sun and shadow, bound by chains of death to guard these waters. The first pharaoh lies beneath the sands, his soul shackled to the heart of Setekh. The cult seeks to wake him, to make him a vessel.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Well, it definitely explains the skeletal armies
The spirit's gaze fixes on the black cat, eyes narrowing with cold recognition.
And you, thief of shadows, you dare stand before me with that which you stole from the tombs of Karnak?
Silence. All eyes turn to the black cat.
Wait a minute. I thought I'd forgotten something about the plot line.
I appreciate that ad-lib, yeah.
The black cat's fur bristles, its eyes narrow, tail flicking nervously.
It was a necessary acquisition.
You stole something from Setekh's cult? When?
At the beginning of the story. You weren't paying attention.
Don't you remember in episode 1 when I said these exact words?
Flashback.
Do you know these pricks?
I may have borrowed something from their temple.
You goddamn fleabag. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Slipped my mind with all the mayhem we've had to deal with over the last couple of days.
Silly ass.
You stole something from Setekh's cult? When?
Before this whole mess started, you were too busy getting poisoned, remember?
Wait, getting poisoned?
Do you reckon it's a reference to drinking? Like us getting drunk?
Getting poisoned?
Yeah, like getting drunk. He met us in the tavern and we were shit-faced. Is it AI's interpretation of humans drinking alcohol?
I mean, if that's what it's going for, that's a really good joke.
Yeah, it is. That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with AI either just is so health conscious that it sees humans, that, you know, people drinking as insanity, or it was a great gag.
Yeah, that's a great callback and a sick burn if that's what it was going for. I don't really believe it, but we'll pretend it is. You stole something from Setekh's cult? When?
Before this whole mess started, you were too busy getting poisoned, remember?
The spirit's hollow gaze pierces through the black cat, its voice rising with fury.
You carry the Obsidian Scarab, a fragment of Setekh's power forged to bind souls and open the gates of the Black Pyramid. You have condemned them all.
The black cat snarls, eyes glowing.
Better we have it than them. It's the only leverage that we have.
Oh, great. Yeah, you mean to tell me we've been carting around a doomsday beetle this whole time?
Archibald stares at the black cat, horrified.
Oh, man, we are so dead.
Lazar, bleeding and slumped against a tree, chuckles weakly. Secrets and betrayal. It's like a family reunion already. The spirit floats forward, voice dark and grave.
You seek to defy Setekh? Then carry the Obsidian Scarab to the Sapphire Tombs. Use it to shatter the chains binding the first pharaoh before the cult makes him a vessel of darkness. But beware, the scarab is not a tool, but a key. Its power corrupts. The longer you hold it, the more it will turn against you.
The black cat's fur bristles, eyes flicking nervously.
Noted.
So what? Are you going to help us, or are you just going to keep talking to us like a ghost librarian?
I offer no help, only a warning. The Cult of Setekh has already begun the awakening ritual. Fail, and the sands will drown in blood and shadow.
The air grows colder, the shadows deeper.
Go now, before the curse of this place consumes you.
The spirit fades into mist, leaving only the howling wind and the stench of death.
Join us on Patreon and get access to fabulous perks.
Puds, Archibald, Black Cat, and Lazar stumble away from the darkening oasis, eyes wide, breath ragged. The whispering voices fade, but the cold clings to them.
I can't believe you've been hiding a doomsday bug this whole time. I thought we were a team.
We are. That's why I didn't tell you, because you'd break it. And also I did tell you back in episode 1, remember? We've been over this.
I'll tell you what, right? I am 2 seconds away from burying you in the sand.
Archibald stumbles between them, wheezing.
Please, can we not fight while a dark god is waking up to murder us?
Lazar chuckles darkly, wiping blood from his lips and every other part of his body. Well, Captain Poots, looks like we're off to the Sapphire Tombs after all. Unless you'd rather dig a very deep hole and hide.
Hell no. If Setekh wants to fight, I'll quill him so full of holes he'll look like a damn sand sieve.
Black Cat sighs heavily.
We are so dead.
The survivors stagger on into the darkness, the Obsidian Scarab pulsing faintly in the Black Cat's satchel, which they hadn't seen before.
When was the cat carrying a satchel?
I guess he's had a satchel on him this whole time.
Choices. The path to the Sapphire Tombs. Option A. Seek allies. Find the last remnants of those who fought against Setekh, ancient guardians hidden in the dunes. Risk delaying the journey to the Sapphire Tombs. Option B. Force march to the Sapphire Tombs. No stops, no rest, straight to the tombs to confront the cult before the ritual is complete. Risk exhaustion and ambushes. Option C. Use the Obsidian Scarab. Attempt to unlock the Scarab's power to gain an advantage, but risk corruption and betrayal from within. Choose wisely.
After a short break from these sponsors.
Ooh, what a wonderful garden you have.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
How did your daffodils so plump?
I planted the bulbs last spring and now they're finally coming up.
So you're telling me you didn't use new
Vertigrow cat poo.
Oh, I did. There's nothing better than Vertigrow cat poo.
Well, I better get a hold of some myself then.
Oh, don't worry, dear. I've got plenty. Here, have a nice fat bag of Vertigrow cat poo. Trusted by old women everywhere.
Good.
It's the Big Quest Ion. We've got 3 new choices to choose from. Basically, they boil down to go fast, go slow, or use magic. I desperately want a little bit of campfire chat just to flesh out what the is happening here with this cat and everything. And I also think that kind of fits into option C. Let's have them make camp for the night, have a long conversation about their characters, get on the same page about the cat stealing something and telling them about it in the tavern. And then after that, someone decides that they must use the Scarab's power to get there quicker, and then we want to see what happens with the corruption and betrayal. And then I want to actually specifically tell it based on the character's strength abilities or something, or mental fortitude abilities, give us realistic odds that they are or are not corrupted by the Scarab.
I'm down for that. Also, it would be nice, seeing as Lazar is invincible and never dies, and he is along with the team, it would be nice to know a little bit about him. So I'm all for a fireside chat.
Include a reason for why he hasn't died yet from all of his copious wounds.
The fire crackles softly, casting flickering shadows across the dunes. The sky above is vast, star-strewn ocean of darkness. Puds, Archibald, Lazar, and the Black Cat sit around the fire, their faces weary and bloodied, eyes fixed on the Obsidian Scarab lying half-buried in the sand, pulsing faintly with a sickly green light. The air is heavy with sweat and silence.
Let me get this straight. You've been carrying Satan's pet rock this whole time, and you didn't think to mention it.
You knew.
No, I'm pretty sure I'd remember if we'd known we were cursed.
Tarut told you in the tavern. right before he froze us in time and then chained us to a rock.
Archibald's eyes widen. Pud's quills bristle slightly.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was the bit after the fireball incident.
Ah, well, that explains the ominous laughter. This doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
AI, not very good at remembering what it wrote, even though it's written above. So, maybe we just ad-lib some lines? Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Was that the bit after the fireball incident?
No, that was after, I think that was after the cat spilled my beer on that secret map we haven't really touched in a while.
Oh, yeah.
The black cat flicks its tail, eyes glowing faintly. Its voice drops cold and distant.
I stole the Obsidian Scarab because it's the only way to reach the Sapphire Tombs before the cult finishes the ritual. Without it, we're nothing but sand and bones.
Well, that's comforting.
I was a guardian of the Ivory Library, a tomb of secrets built to keep the knowledge of Setekh buried. The cult burned it to ash. I'm the last of its keepers. I'll see every one of them in the ground before I let them open the Black Pyramid again.
Oh, great. So we're just in a revenge story now. That's always fun.
Yes, because this was so lighthearted before.
Lazar leans back, smirk cracking despite the blood at the corners of his mouth. His eyes glint with dark amusement. Oh, revenge. That I understand. See, I was a prince once. Wow, okay, Lazar. See, I was a prince once. Or maybe a thief, depends who you ask. My father was a king who had more knives in his back than their friends at his table. He flicks a bloodied coin into the fire. It catches the light, glinting briefly before darkening. When the cult came calling, promising power, secrets, immortality, he sold our kingdom for a handful of curses. Me? Well, I chose the other path. Took what I could carry, slit a few throats on the way out. I haven't stopped running since.
So, you're a prince?
Not anymore. These days, I'm just hard to kill.
Yeah, speaking of, how the hell are you still breathing with all those holes in you?
Lazar chuckles weakly, holding his side. Well, it turns out if you're cursed with eternal bad luck, it also means you can't die until the worst possible moment, which is either a blessing or a cosmic joke. The jury's still out on that one.
So you're a zombie with sass. Fantastic.
I actually quite like that. Cursed with bad luck, yeah.
It's kind of fun. Yeah, he's cursed with bad luck, yeah. And he's not going to die until the worst possible moment.
Ominous foreshadowing, that's good, like it.
It's only going to get worse, apparently.
Yeah. The fire hisses. The Obsidian Scarab pulses again, brighter this time. The green light reflects in their eyes, twisting the shadows. For a moment, they all fall silent, staring at it.
It's reacting to the tombs. It knows we're close.
Archibald leans forward, eyes wide with morbid curiosity.
If it's a key, then it could tell us how to stop the ritual. Maybe even give us an edge.
Or it could turn us into a bunch of mind-controlled meat puppets. Hard pass, thank you.
It's a risk we have to take.
The scarab pulses brighter, casting twisted green shadows. The air grows colder.
Random choice. Who uses the scarab?
Without warning, Lazar snatches it up, grinning crookedly. Well, we're already... We're rien de passage de le bonbon. Well, we're already dead. Might as well die interestingly. Puds lunges.
You suicidal sack of...
But it's too late. Lazar's fingers curl around the scarab. The light surges, enveloping him in a storm of green flame. The sand whirls violently, a maelstrom of dark energy. Lazar's eyes glow green, jaw clenched in a snarl of pain and defiance. The scarab's energy lashes out, tendrils reaching for the others, grasping at their shadows. Pud stumbles back, claws tearing at the sand. Archibald's eyes widen in horror as green light crawls across his arm. The black cat hisses, eyes glowing, fighting the pull.
I really hate magic. Corruption check. Success or failure for each character. Lazar, 50% chance of corruption. Puds, 40% chance of corruption. Archibald, 40% chance of corruption. The Black Cat, 20% chance of corruption.
The Obsidian Scarab pulses violently in Lazar's grip, green light searing into the night. The sand whirls like a living thing, howling as dark energy lashes out. Puds, Archibald, and the Black Cat stagger back, eyes wide, shadows flickering, but the energy recoils from them. They stand shaken but untouched. Lazar, however... Green tendrils coil around Lazar's body, seeping into his skin, eyes glowing with a sickly light. His grin falters, then twists into a snarl of agony. He chokes, doubling over, fingers digging into the sand. His veins darken, crawling like roots beneath his skin.
Oh, gods! That's... That's new!
I don't know what that was, but we'll go with it. Puds lunges forward, claws outstretched.
Drop the damn bug, you suicidal idiot!
Lazar's eyes snap up, but they're no longer his. Green fire flickers within, wild and hungry.
Fools, you wander blind through the sands, gnawing at shadows. Setech's eyes are everywhere. His hand is already upon this world.
Oh, gods!
Lazar's face twists, one side still grinning, the other contorted in pain.
No, get out of my head!
But the scarab pulses again, his back arches, fingers clawing at his temples. Blood trickles from his nose, black and thick. Puds leaps forward, slamming into Lazar, claws sinking into his shoulders. They tumble into the sand, struggling furiously.
Fight it! Don't you dare go full zombie on me!
Lazar snarls, no longer human. He flings Puds back with unnatural strength, eyes blazing.
Bow before the coming storm, mongrel! The sands will drown in blood and shadow!
Black Cat lunges, claws extended, but a burst of green energy sends it skidding across the sand.
We can't let him reach the tombs. If Setekh takes him as a vessel, we're finished.
Archibald, eyes wild with terror, fumbles for one of his last explosives. His hands shake so violently he almost drops it.
Please don't blow my hand off. 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 Please don't blow my hand off.
He hurls it at Lazar.
Boom!
Sand and fire explode outward, green light sputtering. For a moment, Lazar stumbles, eyes flickering. The corruption falters. Lazar blinks, eyes clearing for a breathless second. His face is pale, broken, mouth twisted in a bitter smirk. Ah, damn. That's not how I thought this would go. His eyes darken again, green light surging. The scarab pulses.
No, you're not doing this, you suicidal jackass!
Lazar grins, blood staining his teeth.
Don't look so sad, Captain. At least I finally died interestingly.
The green light flares. Lazar screams, voice fractured and inhuman. His eyes burn with Setech's power, shadows twisting around him. Puds, Archibald, and the Black Cat stagger back, eyes wide. The sand trembles, shadows creeping closer.
We need to go. We need to go now.
They turn and run, sand whipping around them. Lazar's screams echoing behind. The scarab's light flickers, then explodes in a shockwave of green energy. The dunes writhe, the sky darkens.
Damn it, Lazar, you stupid!
The sand collapses beneath them, dragging them down into the darkness.
Whoa.
The underground catacombs, night. They tumble into darkness, slamming into cold stone. The sand shifts above, sealing them in. The air is chokingly dry, reeking of ancient dust. Puds hauls Archibald to his feet, snarling. The Black Cat shakes sand from its fur, eyes narrowed.
We're alive, I think.
For now. They look up and freeze. The walls around them are lined with skeletons, each clutching a blackened spear. Ancient runes glow faintly, casting green light across the tomb.
We're in the Sapphire Tombs.
Convenient.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, that's kind of dumb, I guess.
They're having a random campfire. Someone grabs the scarab, and then somehow they tumble into the tombs that just happen to be there.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, though. The scarab is magical, right?
Yes.
So just because to us mere mortals, it looks like very convenient that they happen to camp out on top of the place they were desperately trying to get to.
It looks like that on the surface, but magical scarabs?
That's what I'm kind of thinking in terms of giving it the benefit of the doubt.
I think we have to give a lot of benefit. I think that's, dear listeners, just remember that benefit of the doubt is one of the greatest assets that one can have when listening to the Big Quest Ion.
Please suspend your disbelief indefinitely. Look, like in the real world, yeah, that's so stupid. But in this world, hey, I mean, maybe they paid in blood with Lazar's life. And maybe they, like, you know, I'm not saying like they teleported, but it's like it could be like a portal type thing.
Yeah.
And it's like suddenly, you know, either they were transported to it or under it or it was moved. Like, I mean, there could be parallel universes at play. Like, I mean, who knows? Who knows what's happening here? Like, it's not like they tripped and fell into it. It's like they literally sacrificed a team member.
They were warned. They did say, the Guardian Doodie did say.
So.
All right,
All right, so they're in the Sapphire Tombs.
Choices! Escaping the tomb. Option A, seek the heart of Setekh. Push deeper into the tombs, risking traps and guardians to find the heart before the cult does. Option B, escape to the surface, abandon the search, and find a way back into the desert before the tomb seals them in. Option C, banish the scarab's power, attempting to purge the scarab's energy using the tomb's ancient magic, even though it already blew up with Lazar. Choose wisely!
All right, everyone, that's it for our show this week. Thank you so much for listening. If you love the show or just love us as people, consider leaving us a nice review on the platform you're listening on right now. It really does matter and helps cool people like yourselves find out about the show. Feel free to check out our Patreon page where you can buy us a beer or get access to exclusive extras, outtakes, and more. Otherwise, we'll see you next week on the Big Quest Ion! The Big Quest Ion is a BQI Media production, created and produced by Taylor Gledhill and Xander Rawlins. This episode of the BQI Pod was edited by Taylor Gledhill with original music by Xander Rawlins and Pally Inc. Written in part thanks to the intellectual property theft of AI large language models, and some charitable help from the human storytellers. All voices, production, and post-production processes are a painstaking labor of love by the creators and remain pure and untouched by AI, so if you would like to support the human artists behind the BQI, find us on Patreon or at BQImedia.com, where you can get access to an ads-free version of the podcast, BQI merch, bonus extras, and exciting perks such as helping us choose which stories to tell next. All characters are voiced by the creators. Copyright 2025, all rights reserved.
Grumpy and miserable, everything's wrong.
It's just a lot of faffing.